Hey everyone, how are you? I'm out for my walk. It's beautiful. I've been walking almost daily this winter. It's been a cold winter too thus far, and I've been loving it. Loving these daily walks. I thought about doing an Instagram live for what I wanted to talk about today, but I haven't shared on my YouTube in a bit, so my guides were saying that this video needs to be posted there, so I'm going to share it there, and I'll share the link to Facebook, and then I can kind of copy and paste out some pieces on Instagram. Been really having fun making reels on Instagram, so I can maybe use some of this video for that. So I wanted to talk about transcend, to transcend versus to ascend. Okay, to transcend versus to ascend. So I'm at a point, I recognize this month, and after going through it's just been a really difficult month all around. A lot of unknown is that I'm no longer interested in transcending. No longer interested in transcending. I'm only interested in ascending. And yeah. So what kind of brought me to this realization, or some of the things, I started to think about it, and I was like, well, what does transcend mean? And transcend means to overcome, right? To think of to overcome, to break through, to come out on the other side of. These are just some words that are coming to mind. And there was a time I resonated with that, very much so. But that's not the case now. So because to overcome means that there's something that isn't perfect as it is. And I don't hold that to be true. I hold that everything that is happening is perfect, is in alignment, is exactly as it's supposed to be. And if that's the case, then there's nothing to transcend. There's nothing to overcome. You can't transcend anything. And when I thought more about it, I thought of transcending to be this horizontal line. Right? You've got point A, and you've got point B. And let's say you transcend and you move from point A to point B along this horizontal line. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed from point A to point B. I don't know if you're getting what I'm meaning by that, but I feel like there's some physics or mathematics explanation that should come in here, but I'm just not, I don't have that. But essentially, yeah, if you go from point A to point B, but you're going along the same straight line, nothing changes. You is what I think I'm getting at. You don't change. You have not changed. And that's another reason why transcending, it doesn't work, is because you can't overcome you. You know, you are already complete. You are already whole. You are already here. I am that. I am that I am. You can't transcend what you are. Yeah. So yeah, nothing changes. And I think too with transcending, it might feel like initially something's changed, right? But what has changed is just your emotions, right? Your emotions may be around something, right? Your thoughts around the matter. Maybe that's changed. But you have not changed. You have not. And it brings me back many years ago, like 2006, when I ran a marathon in San Diego. And I trained, 6 months for that marathon. And I ran the marathon about 5 hours. And when I was done, I was, I'd gotten from point A to point B. I had transcended, the self, so I thought that began that training before that marathon and was here now. But I could tell that nothing had changed. Nothing had changed. I was the same. So I'm done with transcending. I don't want to transcend anything. Yeah. Now, ascend makes me think of this way. Okay? And transcend too. I think that's another reason. When you go along, my hands are getting so cold. So I'm outside. When you go along, which way do I want to go? Probably a little quieter this way. That line from point A to point B, it's finite. Right? It's finite. You, ooh, a little slippery. I'll go over here. Yeah, it's completely finite along that line. Now, if you ascended instead, so you went from here to here, infinite, right? There's essentially, when you're going here to here, there's no limit that way. I mean, there's no limit that way either. There's no limit. It's infinite. But here to here, there's a limit. All right. I mean, if the Earth really, whether the Earth, I don't want to get into flat Earth, round Earth discussion, but it's like if the Earth is round and you're going from point A to point B, you're going to come back to the same point, right? Whether the Earth is round or whether it's flat. If it's flat, right, you walk to here and then you're walking back. Okay, so it's finite. But here to here, infinite. We have no clue how far that's going to go, right? Or how far it can go. It's complete unknown. And when you are done with transcending and you're committed to ascending, you have to make a commitment to it. You have to, eternally say, I'm done with transcending, committed to ascending. The possibilities of where you go are endless, of where you will be taken, where essentially, though, you are taking yourself. And because all you would become is more of you as you ascend. As you ascend, you're just becoming more of you. More and more and more of you. And there's no limit to that. Truck. Or if you were transcending, there would be a limit, right? It would say, okay, you started out as this version of you, and now you've got to this version of you. And that's it. Unless you transcend again, you know. But it's almost like but you're still coming to the same version of you. And you know, as you ascend, you still are coming to more of you, but I would say it's more of you that was unknown, right? That was unknown. Because ascension is infinite, possibilities are endless, you are encountering more and more and more of the unknown. And as you encounter more and more of the unknown, you encounter more and more of you, but it's you that hasn't been known. Yeah. So get on the ascension path. Join me on the ascension path. And it's really instantaneous as well. Like, there's kind of blockages there are blockages and obstacles that you remove as you're ascending. But when you make the choice inside, when you say, okay, I'm leveling up, it's instantaneous. Where transcending is not that way. Transcending definitely involves more of that 3D, human struggle, suffering, back and forth, highs and lows. And not that you're not going through some of that when you're ascending, but I don't know, my feeling is that the energy around it, around removing those blockages and obstacles is it's different, you know. It's lighter, it's happier, and it's more simplified. I was just going up a big hill and I'm like, do I want to do another hill today? I've been doing hills like pretty much every day when I go for a walk. I'm like, I'll just go. But yeah, I hope, well, I don't really hope anything, but that's where I'm at. And if you took something from it, let me know. Sometimes I feel like I'm like out here, I'm like, man, I'm on like the final frontier. Is anyone else coming to the same conclusions? But not that it matters. Yeah, I have some more around this that I want to share in regards to relationships, in regards to feminine, masculine, sex, and yeah, that's next. I'm just trying to find a way to share that without getting too personal. Because there are some things that are mine. But yeah, I'm going to be sharing some more of that pretty soon. So I'll share this on YouTube. I'll get it out to the Facebook and the Instagram. And I love you guys. Thank you so much to everyone in particular for being here these last months for me. You know, first with Josh's death and this last month with my father. Yeah, I feel like saying thank you a lot because I really appreciate you and all of your love and support. Okay.